measles surged in Texas, Trump administration's actions hampered the CDC's response. It's not the CDC's job to respond. Government has no authority or mandate to respond to anything like this. This is not a government issue. It's a state's issue. It's called the 10th Amendment. But the media loves... Yes, it's a state government issue. The media loves to terrify people, and it's constant, and it's stopped working. They used it so much during the COOF lockdowns that it has stopped working. Most of the people I know see headlines like this, and they're like, yeah, whatever.
It's a cry wolf thing.
It has become cry wolf ad infinitum, and just nobody cares anymore. Yep. But it's a classic example of gaslighting through fear.
Yeah.
Correct.
That, and the United States completely eradicated measles some time back. But then, just not too long ago, 40 million on the low end were invited in here from third world countries that don't have medicine. And just like
tuberculosis cases are on the rise too.
Just like with the eggs skyrocketing. It's like, oh, well, it's not this. It's because of the Trump stuff. No, it's because over 100 million chickens were culled because a handful were getting bird flu.
Oh, that was deliberate. That was a deliberate wiping out of an attempt to wipe out the industry. Most of the farmers I know around here don't bother talking to government folks about their flocks.
Yeah, I get it.
And they have shooed people off here. I've heard several stories from several of the guys who have farms and may or may not raise chickens that said people have come around to ask questions and they were like, get off my land. But sir, no, get off my land or I'll shoot you. Okay.
There you go.
Because they'll show up with what was described to me as basically like a paper badge that says I am a health inspector from the government on it. And they're like, it's not going to work for me. Get the fuck off. Come back with a warrant or something more official. And they never come back. So
if they're going to get shot, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Let's be glad that the CDC isn't armed like the ATF, because then we would have a Ruby Ridge situation over a handful of chickens.
Wouldn't matter here in the thumb, Jimmy. The thumb is there's so much land here, and everybody owns backhoes.
So things happen.
People there's where I get my milk from. There's a 1-lane bridge that you cross over, and when you cross over that bridge, all of a sudden it's just farm and forest, and it has that feel of, if I did something bad out here, I probably would never be heard from again, and they probably also bury my truck with me in it.
Yep.
It just that feeling, you cross that line. I'm sure they got that in Nebraska there too, Jimmy.
It looks like blankets put together the Darth Trump.
Oh, did he get a Darth Trump together?
It's a meme on Odyssey. All right, brother. Thank you.
Nice. What were you saying, Jimmy?
Yeah, around here, things don't get real too crazy, but yes, there are, where I'm at, there are plenty of open spaces, public land,
farm equipment,
heavy equipment, and people that, unless they don't know you, they're somewhat hesitant to allow you onto their land.
It's fine. It's fine. That is as it should be.
Yep.
All things are as they should be. So basically, what we've got is, I'm going to bring my notes back up again. Went through, I got to go out there and stop that screen there, come over here, share this button over here, grab this window, blah, and share. There we go. Put that back on the stage. Gaslighting and coercive control in the case of relationships between a man and a woman, man and a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever have you. There are countless cases. I just pulled up a handful. I said, give me a dozen cases, and went through them. It is all criminal behavior. Now, we've got a government and its lapdog media. And we demonstrated to you that Department of Defense, you missed that one, Jimmy. Department of Defense paid Thomson Reuters $26 million to research how to gaslight the public and control the public.
Social control.
Yeah. Coercive control. Control of daily life, dictating clothing, food, routines, work, medical care, monitoring finances, restricting access to transportation. All of that stuff. What the fuck do you think the Real ID Act is? Do you think that's for your security? No, it's to restrict travel. They'll let you travel back and forth, sure, but if they decide that they want to lock that shit down, they're just going to lock it down. There are people on no-fly lists today who didn't do anything other than show up at the Capitol.
Yeah.
On January 6, 2021. All they did was show up at the Capitol. Did you hear what happened with Ashley Babbitt, by the way?
They actually, I believe that she was denied funeral services and they turned their back on her and all that shit.
Biden stripped all of her military benefits. Stripped them.
Yeah. And there's no due process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trump reinstated them today.
Well, it's too late. She's already, in
ashes chucked into the ocean.
She got cremated.
No funeral home would allow the family to bury her.
Wow.
Not a single funeral home or cemetery would allow the family to bury her.
That is fucked up.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
There's a guy here in town. He's an older dude. I think he's pushing 70 now. He was there with one of his friends who's a nurse. And he was on the lower set of steps where she gets shot and falls. You can see there's a set of steps going back, and you saw some of the police coming up those steps. He was at the bottom of those steps when that happened. And you want to push John's buttons, tell him that Ashley Babbitt was never shot, because he was fucking standing there when it happened. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up, man.
That kind of thing, it's classic. I mean, the most historic example is Leventi Beria, who was Stalin's minister of propaganda. He's the man who said, show me the crime, or show me the man and I'll show you the crime. And he was the terrorist of the Bolshevik regime. That's the guy.
Bolsheviks. Drink.
That actually startled me, Jimmy. I wasn't expecting that. Well
Always
played,
click
sir.
on the button, man.
Well played, sir. Well played. Leventi Beria was the guy who was photoshopped out of the picture, the famous picture with Stalin.
Yeah.
He was the one responsible for millions and millions and millions and millions of murders. And one of the things they did was take soldiers who were heroes who in any way spoke out against the regime and would erase them and then erase their families, send them to gulags, and then torture the guy to death. And that kind of behavior is more or less the same thing in the modern context that was done to Ashley Babbitt. So, yeah.
That's just really making me angry, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are in all of us. We're not given an option really right now. I don't want to learn more. I just want that to go away. I hate when Microsoft tries to help. We're in an abusive relationship. We are being gaslit and controlled by our own government and the media. We're in an abusive relationship. And we need to start thinking of it in those terms. Everything the government does to you, the climate control shit, the Ashley Babbitt thing, the schools, the way they talk about the troops in the streets, the way they handle illegal immigration, the way they force children to learn about gay sex in schools. Now, all of that is abusive behavior. That whole thing is all abusive behavior.
Yep.
And I do remember one historical reference of when things were getting kind of bad here in America. One president stepped up and, well, let's just say he did some things and some stuff. And somehow he's voted as the most loved / favorite president of the United States.
And who's this?
That would be
I'm baffled.
Abraham Lincoln. Look into what the things that Abraham Lincoln did as president during the Civil War.
It was pretty.
Oh, no! I know all about that. That's a whole different show, though. We
Yeah.
should actually do a show on that. Lincoln is idolized and put on a pedestal that he doesn't really deserve. Did he do some good stuff? Yes, he did. But he did a whole bunch of fucking bad stuff.
He did what he had to do to keep this country together.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
A lot of arguments there, and a lot of people.
You know,
Jimmy, a lot of people from the South right now are reaching for a Bowie knife. Go, what did that motherfucker just say?
calm down, guys. Calm down. I'm just saying.
All right.
But
that's an incendiary discussion. But we could definitely have it. That would be. I mean, that's a legit show.
Yeah,
that is legitimately a show because it greatly affected the course of the nation.
Yep. And I got to thinking, here recently in the past couple of days, with things and stuff happening, I was like, you know what? If I was in charge, I would be taking things a little bit differently. And if the lefties and the communists and the dumb fucks think that Trump is a dictator, they wouldn't want me in power.
Oh, I have said that many times. Just put me in charge. Put me in charge for 18 months. And then I will willingly step down at the end of that. But brace yourself and put your big boy pants on because I'm going to go to town.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.